Okay, so in this series of videos, we're looking at the safest way you can still use Windows 7 as of October 2024. Now, in my previous video, we looked at free internet security that still works with Windows 7 in October 2024. And today, we are going to look at the best way you can browse the internet, or the safest way you can browse the internet and look at your emails. Now, there's no doubt about it, Windows 7 you really shouldn't be using because unfortunately, Microsoft have stopped doing security updates for it back in January 2020, and there's going to be quite a few vulnerabilities that Microsoft haven't patched. So it does mean that hackers can still get into your computer if they really needed to. So my advice is really to upgrade your system or buy a new system with a much newer operating system such as Windows 11. So those sort of vulnerabilities have been patched in that. But if you've got absolutely no choice and you do still need to use Windows 7, then keep watching this video and we are going to take a look, as I say, at the browsers and email clients you should be using if you still need to use Windows 7. Don't forget to like this video, share it and subscribe to my channel. Doing these three things help us make more great videos for you. So as I say today, we are going to look at web browsers and email clients that are still being updated for Windows 7. Now again, I must emphasize that you are not 100% protected even if you do use these, but these have got to be better than using Internet Explorer or the old version of Edge or an old version of Chrome. So as you can see, I'm going into Microsoft Edge, which was installed on later versions of Windows 7, and as you can see straight away at the top of the screen it says Microsoft Edge is no longer supported on this version of Windows. Upgrade to Windows 10 or later to get regular feature and security updates from Microsoft Edge, and you get the same if you open Chrome. Now first things first, if you haven't seen my other video, then have a look in the description down below. There will be a link to it, as there might well be a link on the screen right now, but as per my previous video, then I would say click on the start button, click on control panel. If you've got this screen here, click on Windows Update. If you've got this screen here, then click on System and Security and then click on Check for Updates, and then just click on Check for Updates on the left. Let the system check for updates. If it finds any updates, then install them, and afterwards restart the computer and then come back to this and check for updates, just to make sure that you've got all of the security updates up until when Microsoft decided to drop support back in January 2020. This will at least patch some vulnerabilities in the system. So once you've done that and you've made sure there's no more important updates to install, then what we need to do is just close this off and go into our browser. Go up to the address bar at the top of the screen there, delete out anything that might be in there, and then type cwtek.co.uk/WD, just as it's shown on the screen there. Then press enter or return on your keyboard. If you've typed the correct address in, then you should see this. Now you can either manage options or just click consent there on your cookie notice. Scroll down and go down to Windows 7 Essentials there and click on SuperMIAM. If an advert comes up, click close and then scroll down, and you probably want to click on 64-bit setup. Now, if you find when you go to install SuperMIAM it doesn't work, it says it's not supported, then come back to this page and try 32-bit setup. But the chances are yours needs 64-bit setup. So move your mouse over 64-bit setup, left click once, let it download. Now you might find once it's downloaded, you might get this message saying that it isn't commonly downloaded. Make sure you trust SuperMIAM. This is okay. It's just as it says. It's just not a very common download. So move your mouse over that message. 3 dots should appear. Left click on the 3 dots, left click keep, and then this appears. Click show more and click keep anyway. Now what you need to do is go back and click on the little address bar at the top there, delete out whatever's in it, and then type in there again cwtek.co.uk www.uk.com/WD, just as it's shown on the screen there. Press enter or return. And then when this page loads, go back down to Windows 7 Essentials and move your mouse over Firefox ESR and left click once. Again, if an advert comes up, click on close and then you'll come to this page here. Scroll down and click on download Firefox ESR and that will now download. Once the file's finished downloading, then what we want to do is we want to just click on the cross in the top right hand corner of our browser. Mine's still downloading. There you go. It's now finished. Click on the cross in the top right hand corner of the browser and then click on any yellow folder and then click on downloads under favorites. Now, if you find there's nothing under favorites, click on the little arrow just to the left of the star and that should open that up. Click on downloads and what you want to do is you want to double click on Firefox Setup. Click on Run if this appears. Then if this appears, click Yes. Click Next. Click Next. And then click Install. And then just take the tick out of Launch Firefox Now and click Finish. The next thing you want to do is double click on SuperMIUM. Click on Yes if that comes up. Click on Yes. And when this appears, put a tick in the box just to the left of Create Shortcuts for SuperMIUM. Put a little dot beside Install for all users and then click on OK. And there you go. It says SuperMIUM setup has successfully completed. So click on OK. Now, in this downloads window here, we can actually delete these two files here. So just right click on each of them and left click delete and then say yes. And then what we can do is we can empty the recycle bin. So just go up to the recycle bin, right click on it and then left click empty recycle bin. Click yes. And now we've got two browsers that should be as up to date as any browser can be. Firefox ESR, that means Firefox Extended Service Release, and that gets updated quite frequently with security updates. We can go through this setup here and I just go skip this step and just keep skipping steps. Unless you want to import from a browser, you can read this and then click start browsing. And this should allow you to safely browse many modern websites. If we click on SuperMIUM, SuperMIUM is a version of Google Chrome and it's based at the moment as of October 2024 on version 1.2.6 or 126. So it's only a few months old. So again, we'll load the latest and greatest websites and hopefully give you some kind of protection. I think out of the two of them, I would try and use SuperMIUM more than I would Firefox, but it's down to user preference. I think SuperMIUM is probably more up to date than Firefox is, but I'd certainly use one of these two browsers over Edge or Internet Explorer in Windows 7. Now, what about emails? Now, emails, I would strongly recommend, if you can, using webmail rather than actually storing the emails on your computer. If you go to the website of your email provider or your internet provider, if it's an internet provided email, then I would use their webmail service. This has got to be far more secure than actually storing your emails on the computer. But if you really must use an email client, then just open up either SuperMIUM or Firefox. It's good to have them both because if one browser doesn't work for any reason with certain websites, then you've got another browser to fall back on. So go to the address bar at the top of the screen. If there's anything in there, delete it out and just type cwtek.co.uk/WD. Press enter or return on your keyboard. Scroll down till you get to Windows 7 Essentials. And here you've got two options. You can either install EM Client, which I think seems to be the most up-to-date email client between that and Thunderbird ESR, which is the other alternative. So if you want EM Client, just click on EM Client, click on download for Windows there, let it download. And then once it's downloaded, what you can do is you can just click on that little folder there if you've used SuperMIUM and double click on EM Client and then click on Run if this comes up. Have a look through the agreement and click Agree, click on Install and just let it install. If this comes up, then click on Yes. And if this thank you message comes up, just click on the cross in the top right hand corner just to get rid of it, and we're back to the install. Then once we get to this screen here, we can take the tick out of Run on Windows Startup. If you want it to be your default email client application, then leave a tick in there. And if you want it to launch it straight away, then leave the tick in there. Click Finish, and it'll now start up, and you can type in and you can select custom setup, which is recommended, and just follow the instructions on screen here. You can select a theme. I would say go for classic. Just go for a basic theme. You can select here whether you want messages on the right, on the bottom, or the message panel off. Click Next. You can select your type of views. So I'm just going with the recommended. And you've got here auto select categories based on account type. If you want to use categories, if you like to keep things simple, then just disable categories and then click Next. And here, have a look through this. If you want recent badges, then you can select that. But if you want to disable it, click Disable. I'm a bit old school there, so I've clicked Disable, click Next. I would say disable AI features because that's going to take a lot of processing power. And quite frankly, if you're still running Windows 7, you haven't got a lot of power in your machine. So disable it, click Next. And here you just follow the instructions, type in your email and just follow the instructions. You might need settings from your email provider. You'll have to consult with them if you need help setting this up. But there we are. There's the layout once I've set it up. And once you've installed it, you can go back to the downloads folder and delete that EM client. That's not needed anymore. That's only needed for the install. So right click that, left click delete, and then click yes. And then for good measure, right click on the recycle bin and left click empty recycle bin, and then click yes. Your other alternative for an email client is Thunderbird Extended Service Release. So click on that, scroll down to where it says operating system and click on the little drop down beside Windows and select Windows 7/8.1 and then click download. That will now download just up there in the top right hand corner. Once it's downloaded, then what we want to do is just close down the browser and then open up a yellow folder and click on downloads and then double left click Thunderbird Setup. If this appears, click Run, and then if this appears, click Yes. Click Next, click Next, click Install, and then click Finish, and then just click where it's got your full name, type in your full name, type in your email address, and then type in your email password, and just follow the instructions on screen. Once you've set up your emails, then what you can do is you can go back to the downloads window, right click on Thunderbird Setup, left click Delete, left click Yes, and then close this window down, go to recycle bin, click on the right mouse button and then left click empty recycle bin and then click yes. And there we are. That showed you the safest way of installing or using a web browser or an email client on Windows 7. In the next of these video series, we are going to look at the safest way to use an Office package. This is for doing word processing, spreadsheets or presentations, all compatible with Microsoft Word, Excel and PowerPoint. If you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button so you find out about this video as soon as it's released and all my other great videos. I hope you liked this video, and if you did, consider hitting that thanks button and making a donation to this channel. Or if you can't do that, then have a look in the description down below. We've got some great links down there for you to various things, including my Amazon shop, which contains all the things I love at the moment on Amazon, Fire TV sticks, Fire TV cubes and VPNs. Buying, subscribing and donating really does help support this channel. It helps me to be able to dedicate more time to spend researching to bring you these great videos. And whilst you're at my YouTube channel, why not stick around? I've got thousands of other videos for you right here, right now, covering all sorts of subjects. Hopefully whilst you're here, you're going to find something to educate you, entertain you, amuse you, and maybe even save you some time and money. And if you do see any videos that you think your friends, your family or your work colleagues might like to see, then please don't forget to share these videos on your social media timelines. You can check me out on X. I'm at CWTEK. You can also check out my website. It's cwtek.co.uk. Thanks for watching and speak to you again soon.